We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Another run here with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Let's go now. That's good.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Open man. That's Devontae Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Jake Elliott on for the field goal of 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. 20. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's got the first down and more. Down the sideline he goes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down. Dalton now to pass. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He'll send Landry in motion right. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Going deep here for Landry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Another run with Sanders. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Sanders. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 82 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run with Sanders. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now, Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well. Andy Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. On second down, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, right up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 77 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's do or die for Dalton. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.